Hi, welcome to GHSS2901. That's the Special Topics course dedicated to local history. My name is Dr. Jamie Fagan and I will be your instructor this semester. I've created this video as a replacement for the face-to-face orientation. This video should give you an overview of how to use the material in the course, what to expect from the course, how you will be assessed, and essentially how it will all work. We do have a discussion tab where you can ask any questions, or you can feel free to contact me should you have any questions that this video does not answer. So since you're seeing this video, you've been able to log into D2L and get to the Special Topics course. You will be seeing a home page that looks essentially like this. On the left-hand side, you have your News tab. This is where I will update you with any important information about the course, including any changes in the material or updates to instructions. So make sure you check that regularly. There is an option in the News tab for setting up notifications. You can have notifications of any new information sent to your email or to your mobile phone. So it's probably a good idea to have that set up so that you can get immediate notification of the new material. In the middle, you have the calendar. The calendar is updated with all of the due dates that you have for this course. You'll note that the first thing due is your orientation quiz. That is due on January 18th, 11:59 p.m. You have to complete the orientation quiz in order to continue in the course. Anyone who does not take the orientation quiz by January 18th at 11:59 p.m. will be marked as non-attending for this course. So that's the calendar. On the right-hand side, you'll see the content browser. You'll see the content browser, which is where you can find all of the material for the course. So we can actually go ahead and click on that content browser, and you will see that on the left-hand side, you have a table of contents. The course is divided into 3 separate modules. You should begin by going to the Start Here module. Complete that by the end of this week. You will need to go through all of this material in order to complete discussion number 1 and the quiz that are due on January 18th. Once we move into week 2, you will see that the course is divided into 2 different parts. There's the narrative part, and then there's a project. This is a non-test option. There's no midterm, there's no final. Instead, you will be graded on your participation in the narrative component. The narrative component always uses textbook reading. You have some additional reading with primary sources, and you have a quiz, and then you have a discussion. You will also be graded on the project. The project always has several steps. We walk you through the steps of an oral history project. So 50% of your grade comes from the quizzes and discussions, 50% comes from the oral history project. You can find all of your due dates listed here. So for week 1, which ends on January 18th, you need to complete quiz 1 and discussion 1. For week 2, you need to complete quiz 2 under the narrative, discussion 2, and project step 1 under the project. For week 3, by February 1st, you're going to have quiz 3 under narrative, discussion 3, and step 2 under project, so on and so forth. These are the same dates that are listed in your calendar, should you get confused. We do have an oral history project assignment sheet, and you can open this up at any time, download it, and that way you can see everything all at once. So step 1, step 2, step 3, all the way down through step 9, which is the transcription process. So go ahead and print that out. That way you can have it available and know exactly where you're going each week. You will have reading in the book Nearby History, and then discussion on what is local history. I've also included under the class information different ways of contacting me. You can contact me in any one of these ways, and I will be happy to answer any questions that you might have. And then if you have any questions, you can use the discussion tab to post them here, and that way everyone can see your question and my response. All of this needs to be completed by January 18th so that you can take the orientation quiz and submit the discussion where you introduce yourself and give me what you think local history is. When week 2 starts on January 19th, you will be proceeding in this way. You need to do week 2 in the narrative, and under week 2 in the narrative you have a textbook reading. This is Cornerstones of Georgia History, and a quiz. Week 3, textbook reading, quiz. Week 4, textbook reading, quiz. So you need to each week complete your textbook reading and the quiz. You also need to complete week 2 in your oral history project. So week 2 is what can be done nearby. You're going to read chapter 2 from Nearby History, and then you'll have a discussion in which you answer the question, what is local history? And then you have project step 1. The instructions for project step 1 are listed here. Look through Cornerstones of Georgia History and choose a topic for your oral history project. Your topic must, number 1, have had an impact on Northwest Georgia, and 2, be within recent memory, 1960 to 2013. And you'll be submitting a document stating your topic, why you're interested in learning about that topic, and 5 Galileo databases that might be helpful for you to learn more about it. Project step 1 will be submitted to the Dropbox, which can be found here. You'll just upload your file and then click submit, and that will get your project where it needs to be. We can also look at week 3. So for week 3, you have a reading in Nearby History again, and then a discussion on storytelling. Project step 2 involves making a family tree diagram, which will again be uploaded to Dropbox. Essentially what you're going to be doing with this project is completing an oral history. That means interviewing someone to learn about their experience of history, getting beyond the textbook and into an individual's experience. I will be taking you step by step through that project, and again I will go back to the oral history project assignment sheet so that I can show that to you again. So we'll start with choosing a topic. You'll be compiling a family tree so that you can start to identify anyone who might be a potential subject for the interview. You'll also be looking at a historical site, trying to experience local history in its own setting. At step 4, you will actually choose and arrange your interview subject. For step 5, you will begin your research by compiling a bibliography of at least 3 sources that you can use. Research 2, step 6, you'll be writing a 3 to 5 paragraph summary of what you've learned about your topic. Step 7, you'll compile a question set. Step 8, you'll actually complete the interview and submit your recording. And then step 9, you'll actually transcribe the recorded interview. This assignment again is worth 50% of your grade, and it does take you step by step through the 10 weeks of this course. So within your table of contents then, again, you have week 1 information, including all of my contact information and a place where you can ask questions. For each of the additional weeks, or each of the successive weeks, you're going to complete 1 in the narrative and 1 in the project. Should you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. I will put my contact information up here again so that you can feel free to get in touch about any questions that you might have. Okay, let me know if you are unclear about anything or if you have any questions. Otherwise, I look forward to a great semester. Thanks. Bye.